Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today more of Albert Einstein's ideas and opinions. Well, I just lost my place here. There we go. That's a long piece. We'll say that for one on his own. That being the case, this will just be a short episode because this is just a short piece. All it says it was from was the World's Fair 1939. Name of it is Message in the Time Capsule. Our time is rich in inventive minds, the inventions of which would facilitate our lives considerably. We are crossing the seas by power and utilize power also in order to relieve humanity from all tiring muscular work. We have learned to fly, and we are able to send messages and news without any difficulty over the entire world throughout electric waves. However, the production and distribution of commodities is entirely unorganized, so that everybody must live in fear of being eliminated from the economic cycle. In this way, suffering for the want of everything. Furthermore, people living in different countries kill each other at regular time intervals, so that also for this reason, anyone who thinks about the future must live in fear and terror. This is due to the fact that the intelligence and character of one of the masses are incomparably lower than the intelligence and character of the few who produce something valuable for the community. I trust that posterity will read these statements with a feeling of proud and justified superiority. Um, so yeah, Einstein essentially is talking about how he feels it is wrong to set up society so that your worth isn't, deemed by you being a good human being. It's deemed by what you can produce. And if you are able to gather wealth, all the better. At least that's the way society seems to deem it at this point. And again, 1939, America and a lot of the world is in the sways of the depression. because in 1929 the stock market crash happens that triggers the Great Depression. So you have this long-term economic, you know, slump, you know, as it's called, a depression that has put many places into crisis, allowed the ability of dictators to rise, fascism to happen. Because when people feel there's no chance to grow in life, you know, especially economically, then it opens the door for such evils. It's the reason Mussolini and Hitler came to power. If you actually study world history, you'll see these things happen. But yeah, Einstein really attacks the idea of you're only valuable as a cog in the economic machine. And, you know, at the very end, I trust that posterity will read these statements with a feeling of proud and justified superiority. Meaning, he hopes that the future generations can look back and read such things, feeling that look how silly such a thing was to tie economic equality to how good a person is. Unfortunately, that's not been the case. We've ended up right back in this situation. At least especially in America. I guess you could say to a point in other countries, in certain European countries, there are severe austerity measures. But in the US, let's grant these huge tax cuts to protect the rich and the corporations. Oh, you're poor and you don't have enough to pay your own rent or buy food? Screw you. That's essentially what we're at now. What good do you serve us and humanity? You don't have money. That's the way things. We're right back to this. What Einstein was attacking. It's ridiculous. But like I said, it's just a short one for today. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, and learn. Someone tries to tell you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll see you all in the next episode. Until then, later.